Today we're going to make ourselves a bait tank using an old 5-gallon water cooler. You can probably pick these up at a yard sale, or heck, people throw them away all the time. They're going to make a great, it's insulated, so it's going to make a great bait tank. First off, what we're going to need is a couple of 3/4 diameter male and female plugs. The way we're going to do that is they're going to fit inside to create a seal. Once we measure out, we're going to cut us a hole. We're going to put our highest hole. We're going to put a hole higher on this side. This is going to be our water intake. We're going to have to do one on the opposite side for water exhaust here. So that you have your water intake. What we're going to do is we're going to take our marine, polyurethane sealant. We're going to seal the inside. So we get a nice seal on the inside. That's going to jet our water into our tank. Alright, a few of the things we're going to need to do the wiring for our bait tank is, first, we have to have a pump to pump the water. In this case, it's an Atwood Tsunami bilge pump. These are fully submersible. What that's going to do is going to pump the water into the tank, and then we're going to have a drain water out so that the tank doesn't overflow, but there's still circulation. You could go other ways. You could use an aerator pump. You could use any kind of submersible pump like this to be able to get the same effect. Next thing you're going to need is, I'm going to use a toggle switch. You could get away without using a toggle switch. You just open up, you just plug your battery in when you're wanting to use it, unplug it when you're not. But I want it to be a little easier. I can reach back, flip the switch, pump water, we're good to go. Of course, you're going to need some connectors for your battery terminals, some splice connectors, an inline fuse. I prefer these over the car auto style fuses. I think these are a little bit more durable. We're going to use some shrink tubing. The thing we're going to need a small rubber grommet. In the case of this switch, this is a 3/8 inch neck. So what that means is we need a 3/8 inch hole in our box. Once we have our hole drilled, we've got a test fit going. We'll take our rubber grommet. This is an asymmetrical grommet. We're going to plumb it in from one side. Our grommet's a nice tight fit. Make sure to slide your cables through the hole first. Alright, in this setup, the brown wire is your hot wire, so that's the one going to the positive terminal, which therefore means that's the one going to the toggle switch. Plug that in. That means your black wire goes to your ground, your negative on your battery. Got it all set up. We flip the switch. Our pump comes on. And here we have the finished product. I've got our outlet tube, and that's just a 12-inch piece of flanged PVC. Now this needs to be about an inch and a, well, I used an inch and a half inside diameter. The inlet is 3/4 of an inch. I found that with the pump, to get the correct amount of discharge, this needs to be much larger than the inlet. It's all rigged up, ready to go, and I put this piece of hose on here. This is it's got some holes along the bottom, but it helps direct the flow of water down into the tank. It also gives some jets coming out the bottom here, kind of bubble it up, aerate it a little bit. We have our box attached just with a standard cam strap. And that leads down, that's our inlet down to our Tsunami.